A very good morning to all the French students. Today, in this revision lecture, I shall be solving a model question paper which was given by the board in the year 2018. Let's see. The very first question is Répondez. That is, the question answer is based on your chapters 1, 2, and 3. You have a choice of 5 answers out of 7. I am solving 8 question answers with you all. Let's have a look. Qu'est-ce qu'on cache dans la galette is a question from chapter number 3. C'est quand le festival de Cannes? It's from chapter number 2. Nommez the speciality gastronomique de la Normandie is from chapter number 1, and Où se trouve Giverny is also from chapter number 1. Do remember, students, the framing of the answer is very important. So let's have a look. What does one hide? Cache means to hide in the galette. Make it as simple as possible. On cache une fève dans la galette. When is the festival of Cannes? Second question. Le festival de Cannes, you can either write en May, that is in May, or au mois de Mai, that means in the month of May. The two specialities of gastronomy are le camembert and le cidre. Please do remember to add the articles le. In case the article is not there, the half mark will be cut. And Giverny se trouve en Normandie. If you write the answer as en France, it will be given wrong, as in the textbook it is clearly said Giverny is located in Normandy. Next set of questions. Quelle ville indienne voulez-vous visiter? Pourquoi? Half mark for the first answer and half mark for the next part, second part. Quel jour est ce aujourd'hui? De où achète-t-on des parfums? And que mangez-vous au petit déjeuner? The very first question, like question number 5, is from chapter number 1. Which Indian city do you want to visit? The question can also be asked in the form of which French city do you want to visit and why? The sixth question is a GQ question, a non-textual question answers, which you can revise from your master key in the non-textual part. Similarly, the seventh question is again a textual question, non-textual question, which you have done in the 9th standard. From where do you buy perfumes? And the last one, que mangez-vous petit déjeuner, is a question about your meals, which we have revised in the class, and it is there in the master key as well as in your textbook. Let the answer be simple. Je veux visiter Agra. I want to visit or I wish to visit Agra because a pourquoi question will always have a pasaka. Because. Why? Because. Don't make it very simple. I want to see or I wish to see Taj Mahal. In case the question asks is which French city do you want to visit? Simple. I want to visit Paris. Pasaka je veux voir la Tour Eiffel. A very simple answer which will help you score your full 1 mark. Which day is it today? Aujourd'hui, say. Because in the question you have a sir, you have to write say. Say, jeudi. Whichever spelling you'll remember, you can write any day of the week as absolutely okay with that. And where does one buy perfumes from? A la parfumerie, a la parfumerie, R-I-E. I have revised in the lectures. All the shops end with R-I-E, parfumerie, boulangerie, épicerie, R-I-E. And au petit déjeuner, at the breakfast, I eat. Make it as simple as possible. Je mange du pain avec du beurre, de la confiture et je bois du thé, café, jus. Do not forget to write parative articles. In case you write definite articles, marks will be cut. With food items, food and beverages, we have learned very clearly that we are supposed to use the parative articles. This takes care of your question answers part. Let's come to grammar. A full 15-mark question in which you have verbs and tenses, pronouns, plural and feminine. Let's start with the verbs and tenses. Again, you have a choice. You're supposed to solve 4 on choice, 4 out of 5. The tenses will be mentioned for you all in the bracket. So only remember the formation. You just have to remember the formation. The first one, if you see, is passé composé. I've always emphasized whenever you see passé composé, first check whether the verb falls in the advent group. Does venir come in the advent? Yes, it does. Arriver, partir, okay, de descendre, monter, vi, venir, advent. In case it is an advent verb, we know the auxiliary verb is going to be être, or the helping verb is going to be être. And whenever we have être, the past participle has to agree with the subject. The past participle has to agree with the subject. So the formation of passé composé with être is what? Subject plus the present tense of être plus the past participle. And remember, past participles with être agree with the subject. So in this case, your answer would be A, venue with an extra E. Venir is an irregular verb and has irregular past participle venue. Next is futuro proche. The formation is subject plus present tense of aller plus the infinitive. Let's have a look. First step, identify the subject. Les amis de Noemi. That is what? The friends of Noemi. That's again plural. Third person plural. So the answer would be vont voyager. Third answer, imperative. We take the tu, nu or the vous form. As indicated in the sentence, s'il vous plaît, I shall take the vous form of the verb faire. Faire is a very irregular verb and the vous form is F-A-I-T-E-S. Pay attention, pay attention, s'il vous plaît. Pay attention, please. The fourth one, passé récent. Then the easiest tenses, subject plus venir plus de plus infinitive. In case you forget to write the de, your answer will be marked as wrong. So be very clear with that. Okay, je viens d'envoyer. D apostrophe, we all know why the D apostrophe. Whenever E is followed by a vowel, drop the first E and make it an apostrophe. Next verb, the next sentence, present tense, se promener. During the revision class, I had revised very clearly with you all semi-regular verbs, which are promener, acheter, lever. They are regular ER ending verbs, but the first E takes a grave accent except nu and vous. Mary and Anne indicate third person plural, so se prominent with a grave accent on the first E. Let's go to the next part, and that is your pronouns. Again, you have a choice, 2 on 3. I would actually advise you all to solve all the 3, all the 4. Do not give yourself a choice in French. Solve the entire paper, as that will definitely help you to score a full 40 on 40. In the pronouns, very clearly told to you all, first look out for the verb. We have learned 4 types of pronouns. Just let me give a recap of pronouns. 4 types of pronouns. They are subject pronoun, emphatic pronoun or pronotony, direct object and indirect object. 3 steps: identification, substitution and placement. We have to first identify whether the underlying noun is a subject noun, emphatic noun, a direct object or an indirect object. In the first sentence, the underlying noun is clearly before the verb, immediately before the verb. So it is a subject noun and will be replaced by subject pronouns, which are je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. And the placement rule, replace the underlying word. So in this case, we have both feminine, so it will be elle. In the first sentence, since both are feminine, it will be ELLES. The advantage of subject pronoun is that subject pronoun correspond to the verb. With else, I am going to have the verb as sont only, else sont. In the next sentence, second sentence, the underlying noun is after the preposition. That means it is a pronotony, emphatic, which are moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, that is EUX and L. Again, the placement rule is replace the underlined word in case of pronotony. So over here, the answer is going to be for them, EUX. In the third sentence, the underlined noun is directly after the verb, directly after the verb. So it is a direct object noun, will be replaced by direct object pronoun, which are ma, ta, la, la, nu, vu, le, le. Agate is a feminine singular noun, so it will be replaced by the pronoun la. The placement rule, very important for direct and indirect object, is what? Bin, con, except, impact, where B stands for before, IN for infinitive, CON for conjugated verb, and imperative affirmative after the verb with a hyphen. So in this sentence, we have two verbs. We have a conjugated verb and we have an infinitive. So as per the formula, the first preference goes to infinitive. So in this sentence, the direct object pronoun will be placed before accompanying. L apostrophe, we all know why. In the fourth sentence, very clearly, it has been explained to you all. Identification, agraph, AU, AUX, agraph la, underline along with the noun plus noun indicates indirect object, will be replaced by the indirect object pronouns Murtha, Louis Louis, Nu Vu, Lur Lur. In this case, Anazami is a plural noun, so it will be Lur. Placement rule same, win, con, except, impact. In this sentence, the fourth sentence, we have only one verb, so obviously before the verb, Nu, Lur, Telephono. The next is feminine. Do revise all the rules of a feminine which has been given to you in the class. They have also been mentioned in the masterpiece. Again, you have a choice. I would advise you to solve both. In case a single mistake is there, you do not lose any of your marks. Again, go word by word. The feminine of mo is ma. Frère, relation, brother, sister, soir. Verb does not change. Article will change to une. Nouns ending with e remain the same. And EUX changes to EUSE. I have highlighted all the answers in red to make it easier for you to understand the changes. Do remember to revise the words which don't change. La, the feminine is la. FILS is son, daughter. The is a preposition which will not change. L apostrophe will not change. Again, profession, add an E. Verb will not change. And the feminine of beau is belle. Handsome, beautiful. Next one, plural. Mettez la phrase souvent au pluriel. Again, you have a choice, but seriously, would suggest to solve both of them. One single mistake, you lose half mark. Why do you lose half mark? Solve both of them. You know this very well. Please do revise all your plural rules very well. Two important rules in plural. The conjugation of the verb always changes as per the subject. And DES before a plural adjective changes to DE or D apostrophe. Let's have a look. Go word by word again. The plural of say is ce sont. Being very clear, say is an expression and plural is ce sont. This is these are. The plural of UN is DES. But since we have a plural adjective over here, it changes to DE. And the noun simply add an S. Plural of L will be else. Conjugation of the verb changes, third person plural. And UN changes to DEX. Ending with EAU changes to EU, sorry, add an X. Again over here, DES does not change as gato is a noun and not an adjective. This rule is applicable only in the case of adjectives, plural adjectives. After this, we come to your next question, that is fait comme indiqué, do as directed. You have a choice of 7 or 9. Do all the 9. In case you're unsure of one, you can leave one. Let's have a look. So if you see, you have a negative, make interrogative, that is CV-SP, preposition, partitive articles, article contracted. Sorry for the break in between. Let's continue with fait comme indiqué, 7 on 9. We're going to solve all the 7. It has negative, interrogative, that is CV-SP, prepositions, partitive, contracted articles, complete with the good interrogative word. Comparative or superlative adverbs and one adjective. It can be interrogative, demonstrative, possessive, or qualificative. Negative, we have done with you all. Remember the first rule, no before the verb, conjugated verb, and pa after the conjugated verb. Whenever you write a sentence in a negative form, remember your the one rule, which says your articles yun, they, du, the, la, the apostrophe, des changes to de or d apostrophe except for the verb etre. So the first answer is el na sai riyan. Interrogative is CV-SP. In case the verb a noun is mentioned, we have to create the subject pronoun and do not forget the question mark. In case the question mark is not there, your marks will be cut. Preposition rules we have done with you all in the class, as well as the notes are there in the master key. Over here, material noun, so en, bua. Parative articles, please do revise. We have given you the hints also in the revision classes. Fromage ending with E is a feminine masculine noun, so du fromage. Article contracted, two sets, AU and DU. Over here, it is going to be du piano. Complete with the interrogative word, simply translated, sir, who is this? This is Mark. Comparative, pluka, osika, muaka. Always remember to agree the adjective with the subject. Obviously, the countryside is less polluted than the city. So, mua palueka. Adverbs, remember the rule. Make the adjective feminine and add ment. 4 exceptions and 9 irregulars. Remember them or revise them before your exams. The feminine of DOUX is DOUCE and add ment. Perfect, add an E to make the adjective feminine and then add ment. Interrogative adjectives, QUELLE, because the noun is feminine. Shantyus is a feminine noun. Next is your vocabulary based question, which is a 5-mark question. It will have match the columns, fill in the blanks, either find the odd one out, rephrase the sentence. Okay. So the first one, match the column, 2 marks. Very simple thing. Mount Fujiyama, we all know, is located in Japan. I'm so sorry. Leaning Tower of Pisa is Italy. Statue of Liberty, Etat, Tunis. And the last one is Normandy. I seriously advise you all to write the match the column, then do not write the numbers 1A, 2B. Don't write that. Next is complete. You again have a choice of 2 on 3. So solve all the 3. Again, these are textual based or non-textual. General knowledge is again vocabulary based. We have given a list of question answer sentences. Match the column in your master key in the vocabulary based question section. If you see the index, you go to vocabulary based question, it will be there entirely. La Fête de Avignon is festival of theatre based on second chapter. One buys on achète une baguette à la boulangerie, RIE. And a port to the south of France is Toulon or Marseille. Be careful about the spellings. Next, vocabulary based question, you have opposites, odd one out. All of this has been given in the master key in the vocabulary based question list. Opposite of bon is mauvaise and partir, arriver. In the odd one out, we have chou-fleur as a vegetable, radish, vegetable, epinard, vegetable, melon is a fruit. So that's the odd one out. You can practice again, I repeat, from the master key. Now, let's come to your writing skills. In writing skills, again, you have a choice of a letter or an essay or agenda. Seriously, go for the agenda. It's a 5-mark question which you have been solving in the class and you can do it very well. Okay. Let's have a look as to how you solve the agenda. 2 challenges, connectors as well as the tense. Do not repeat your connectors and be careful about the tense. It will either be in the present tense or in the future proche. The question will tell you the tense. El fe indicates present tense. So we are going to write the agenda in the present tense. Let's have a look. I have highlighted all the answers. The first thing has to be the heading, the title, the introduction. This carries 1 mark. C'est l'agenda de Naomi. And then I have highlighted all the important words, the connectors in the blue, the tense in the red, and the additions in the green. You either write to the bod, pour commencer, A graph for time, A graph 16 years. To increase my number of words, I have taken the whole word, Heures. In the first sentence, subject plus the present tense of the verb, and if you want, additions. So near me, rencontre les amis au restaurant Chenos au Grand Magazine in Orbit. To decide what you want to write, I have given you maximum additions as per my knowledge. Again, start with the connector, A graph time, subject, present tense of the verb, and the remaining sentence along with some additions. Again, connector, A graph time, subject, present tense of the verb, and the remaining sentence. Repeat, connector, subject, Elpron, des photo. Here I have not taken any addition. You do not have to have additions with each and every sentence. Connector, A graph time, subject, present tense of the verb, and in this case I have taken because I can write O cinema. Again, connector, A graph time, subject, verb, and the remaining sentence. Finally, the last one has to take either enfant or finalement, or one heure, elle dort chez elle. If you see, I have taken all the present tense of the verb. So two challenges, connectors and tense. Next is translate into English. You have the option either traduce or dialogue in order. Do both of them. It's not a very difficult thing if you have enough time to solve the entire paper. In translation, we have given you all the rules. Avoid literal translation. Go for proper English translation. Again, go word by word. Practice this or write this, and then you can always check your answers. I'm giving you 2 minutes for this. Here is the answer. Aujourd'hui, today. Check the tense. Je vais décrire. Subject à l'air infinitive indicates futur proche. I am going to describe. If you write will, it will be future tense. That will be again wrong. I am going to describe. Okay. Ma nouvelle école. My new school. Ilya, there are 500 students. Girls and boys. No writing some. No literal translation. You see here, I like to learn a lot English and French, not the English, the French. In English, I do not say the English, the French. I hate the science class as the professor is very strict. During the lunch break, the students lunch towards around noon in the canteen. Our canteen, Notre Canteen, serves good meals. Every day or each day, both are okay. There is a different dish. Il y a un plat différent. J'aime bien les pâtes et le poulet. I like a lot what pasta and chicken, not the pasta and the chicken. Be very clear, pasta and chicken. Ce soir, this evening, demonstrative adjective. Sir is your demonstrative adjective. I have maths homework and not homework of maths. You are not going to do literal translation. In English, I say maths homework. Je ne l'aime pas. I do not like it or I don't like it. This with the option of dialogue in order. Before that, I am doing with you all the comprehension, which is the only compulsory question in your paper. The only compulsory question in your paper. Again, it's a 5-mark question. Read the questions very well. Then read the paragraph and frame the answer accordingly. Bernard, où travaille-t-il? Where does he work? Sophie, quel travail fait-il? What work she does? Combien coûte? How much cost 1 hour of babysitting après minute after midnight? Now read the paragraph and then accordingly frame your answers. Okay. Next question. Qui n'est pas content de son travail? Who is not happy of his work? Why? Now, let's have a look at the answers. Who is working at the bakery very clearly? Pranad, je travaille chez mon oncle qui est boulanger, who is a baker. So you can either write à la boulangerie, or even if you write from the paragraph, it is absolutely okay. Chez, but over here, if you see, it is mon oncle will change to son oncle, third person. Next question. Sophie, what does Sophie do? Sophie says, je fais du babysitting. You cannot write as je fais. I'm not asking about you, I'm asking about Sophie. Sophie, I go to third person, either you write Sophie or write elle fait du babysitting. Okay. How much is the charges for after midnight? So, je reçois 3 € per heure et le double après minute. So, you can either write the double after midnight, or what I have done is I've taken the double of 3 €, 6 €, because the framing of the answer becomes simple in that matter. After midnight, one receives 6 € per hour. And who does not like to work? Jean, over here, if you see, this year I have found a work in the supermarket. C'est très grand, it's very big. I work at the cash counter. The supermarket is very populated at the weekend. It is tiring and I don't like that. I prefer the sections. So Jean is not happy of his work. N'est pas content de son travail parce que son travail est fatigant. It's very tiring. Or parce que c'est fatigant. Both will get you your full 1 mark. The next part of comprehension has true and false with vrai or faux. Okay, so boulanger travaille après minute. What is the answer? Check. Okay, if you see, sometimes I must stay at the bakery till 3 o'clock. So obviously it is true. And give the infinitive of the verb. Infinitives are what? ER, IR, and RE ending verb. So in this case, it is FAIRE. Let's do the last part, that is dialogue in order, which comes with the option of translation. Do both the questions. As discussed in the class, start with the greetings or salutations. The first is what? Bonjour, mademoiselle. You have bonjour. Reply to this greeting. Caroline says, bonjour, monsieur. Look out for the next obvious question. Obviously, it is seller, bonjour, Caroline. So the next question has to be from the bonjour. So, que voulez-vous? Answer this question by Caroline. Caroline says, I want a kilo of tomatoes, say 100 gram de petit pois. End the this thing. Next, Caroline says, Bondu says, voila, there it is. Voila is there it is. And after that, again, we have from Caroline, ça fait combien? That is how much. Obviously, the last sentence is, ça coûte 17, sorry, ça coûte 70 euros. Students, I have solved an entire paper given by the board with you all. Hope this helps you all in your revision. All the very best. Bon chance. Any doubts? Please do not hesitate to call me up and clear your doubts. All the very best for your papers.